Howdy folks, welcome back to Vintage Story. As you can see, we got a new roof. Got the clay tile roof put up, and it's probably 2 or 3 days since the last video. I've been quite busy, so let me get you up to speed. It is cold out. We had a little bit of snow yesterday. It's not quite cold enough to snow today, but kind of nasty out. So, yeah, like I said, I've been busy. I went on a big 2-day adventure off over that direction and spent about 2 days out and about and found some copper, found some more zinc, and just had a good old time. Did a lot of exploring. And I came back and I made some, what are they called? Nails and strips from copper. And that allowed me to make these chests. Do I have a chest somewhere? I think I do have a chest out here. Ooh, it is nasty out. So you can make these and then you put 2 of those together and you get a trunk. And it's actually, you get a little more storage space if you put 2 together. But I don't need a whole one out here. So yeah, found some more copper, made some more ingots, made some more tools and stuff. What else we got going on? I got some compost in a barrel here. So I took the rot, and in 20 days it's going to be compost, which we can use for the garden next year. I made a little rack for my molds here, just to take up less room. Got the torch holders made. I don't remember if I had that in the last video or not. But I'd make some torch holders. That makes the torch last forever, which is nice. Let's see, I think I got all that stuff out. Yeah, I've just been shuffling things around. Let's get back in out of this nasty weather. I was kind of wanting to go on another adventure today, but I'm not sure the weather is going to be up for it. I do have all my warm clothes on, with the exception of a hat. I still got the straw hat. But I made some fur gloves out of the pelts that were laying here. That other pelt got done. Took 2 medium pelts to make gloves. Must be some big old gloves. So I think we're in pretty decent shape as far as the cold weather goes. With some of the twine, I made some cloth, and then I made myself a wooden bed. Which lets me sleep an hour longer if I want to. What are we doing on shovels? I got, yeah, tools made. Just shy 1 shovel. Some extra pickaxe. So this is not quite organized yet. But it's sort of organized. Got kind of the crafty stuff here. More finished goods type things over here. Wooden stuff in there. Got rock and soil bits. And then stuff we've made from the various clays and whatnot. Actually, this should be over here. Wasn't quite done organizing. The things we've made, I'm going to put in the other container here. So just getting a little more organized. We got a little more room in here now too with the trunks. One thing I wanted to look at though, we've got this leather. Can I was thinking I need the leather for the longbow. How do we make the longbow? Oh, you can use fat or resin. Interesting. I need a dry long bow stave. Okay. Oh, so, okay. Well, we can do that. Didn't realize I had to dry that, so I didn't have that prepared ahead of time. We'll use our oak. We'll use some of our oak for that. I'm mainly saving the oak for the leather making. But since I don't have anything right now, so we'll put that there and like that. Raw long bow stave. Interesting. Okay. So then... Oh, okay. So maybe there's some kind of a container? What if I put that on a tool rack? Looks like it maybe only takes about an hour to dry, and then we can make a longbow. And I've made some arrows. We found those copper arrowheads and flint, and I made some more flint arrowheads. I found those when we were panning, when I was panning. So I've made some arrows. We might try to do some hunting at some point. I grab those, and then we needed some leather and some resin. This has a nice 20% accuracy bonus versus the more crude bows that we can make. So 1 leather, 2 resin. That's not bad. Get the arrows. We're gonna need some twine. Got 1 cloth left over. And then we just need the stave, which is drying. Now, a lot of people have mentioned like flax to make gambesoned armor, but I can't do that because that requires the clothier trait. So I'm playing the commoner class. So there's some stuff I can't make. Like there's a sling. There was something else I was looking up. You had to have like the tinkerer trade or something. And yeah, a lot of that gambesoned armor I just can't use. So you have to be able to make diamond stitched linen. I can make just regular linen. That doesn't require anything specific. But for the offset stitches and whatever, it requires the clothier trait. Because I can't make the sewing kit either. Also requires the clothier trait. So the next playthrough I do, I may do like a bunch of mods and open that kind of stuff up. But for this first playthrough, I'm just pretty closely sticking to just vanilla Homo sapiens. With a few exceptions. I added some mods just for kind of quality of life, like the zoom and the simple cloth just for some extra clothes and stuff that we could make. So for armor, I don't know if we can... There's a leather body armor, but it takes a ton of leather. We're nowhere near able to make that. I do have the improvised wood body armor. That's pretty easy to make. So we've got that on. That's 75 out of 75. 900 out of 900. So there's a whole lot of difference in durability, but unfortunately we can't make that. So if I look for body armor, I mean, it's pretty much leather, right? We don't need any special traits to make that. We just need a butt ton of leather. So we'll have to wait till we can get more leather. And then other than that, it's the gambeson. Now there is let's take a look at some of this copper stuff. It's not much better than just the leather. Yeah, so that's, again, that would take a lot of leather. There's some kind of, what is it? Lamellar. Now that we could make, because we can make these with copper, and then we just need pelts. So that's also an option, if we don't want to go ahead and make the leather. So that's where we're at. I don't think I covered the oven the last time. I do have an oven now, and I just make that. If you do blue clay, you don't get the recipe, but if you use the fire clay, you can pick an oven. That's the 2 extra things you can make. So I've made a little bit of bread. I guess I could do some baking since it's kind of crappy out. Let's run over to the cellar here real quick. Show you the changes I've made down here in the cellar as well. So I've got some more containers. I've got the oil lamp down here now. And I put in a shelf for the crocks. I've got a bunch of food, but It just doesn't keep very long. We don't have beeswax or enough fat to seal those up. Anywho, there's my flour. I think we can cook 4 at a time, so we'll take 4 flour. This stuff stays for years, so grain is going to be kind of our staple. I cooked a little too much food. I was trying to get rid of some berries and stuff that were going to go bad, and I should have waited. So I've got too much food now. But if we're doing a lot of work, you actually use a lot of food. Okay, throw that back up on the shelf. So the way this oven works is you basically build a fire in it to get it hot, and then it just stays hot while you cook. So you have to wait for the fire to burn out. So the way you make dough is you get some water and some flour. Like I ran out of water. Then we get this rye dough. That up there. And then we're going to need to build a fire. I think I'm going to put about 4 in here. Grab our torch. These torch holders are so handy. I'm digging it. I don't think this will catch on fire being right next to the oven. At least I hope not. Keep an eye on it. While that's going, let me go get some more water. Eventually this water is going to freeze. So I'm wondering if I need to make a water source inside my house. I don't know how that works in the wintertime. Can you chop through the ice to get to the water? I don't know how that works. What I'm tempted to do is some kind of like sink. But I don't have a chisel yet. Like to chisel out of blocks. I'm not sure if that would work. Might just have to dig a hole in the ground and get some muddy water going. I'd made some bricks at some point. Is this the fire bricks? Well, that's fire brick. Yeah, we don't want those. So I could make like a circle of cobblestone here and have some water inside, but we'll just see how it goes. We'll keep a bucket of water in here. Oh, and I need to pay attention to my oven because it is ready for baking. Here we go. Throw the bread in. Then we hope for the best. You can see the temperature go up on each of the bread loaves. Go look at rye dough. It bakes at 200 degrees Celsius. So as long as this stays above 200, it'll go ahead and bake. We need to grab it out of here when it's done. The last loaf I got busy and it was charred. Don't know how long it takes to bake. I don't think it's very long. I'm digging like the ambient sounds in here. Like all the different kinds of precipitation too. Like this is rain. Yesterday it was snowing a little bit and it was kind of blowing around on the ground. It looked really cool. Okay, so it goes to part baked. Got it. And then the snow will actually accumulate. It's pretty nice weather effects. Part baked. Hopefully that's enough. Yeah, there it goes. Boom. Now we have rye bread. Fresh for 6 days. Very cool. If I put that in here, 13 days. Oh, cool. And then the oven's going to cool off. So I would imagine you could put enough wood in there to get it like good and hot. And then you could bake 2 or 3 batches in at a time. Doesn't look like it's a very good day for exploring. So I guess we're just going to be doing some crafting around the cabin. It is a... Oh, it's 2% dried. It's going to take a long time to dry. I don't know... Oven is full. I don't know how to try it. After 168 hours of open storage. Oh! That's like a, what? Week and a half? Week? My math brain is not working very good. Huh, okay. Well, that's going to take a while. I bet there's a way to dry it quicker, but I don't know what that would be. Looking for dry stuff. Don't know if there is a... I don't see any kind of way to like dry meat or anything. Okay, well, we're not making a bow today. I'll tell you that much. We know we need all this stuff here to bake the bow, so let me just put it right over here. We'll have the arrows. I wish I had known that. I would have had that drying a long time ago. You got to plan ahead in this game. Well, let's go ahead and make a shovel. That's something I can do. What I usually do when I'm stuck inside. Make sure all my tools are ready to go. And I was trying to think if there's anything else I haven't shown you yet. Shells, we covered the cellar. The chicken's been laying eggs quite nicely. I've just been giving her a little bit of the flax grain every once in a while, because it's not nearly as nutritious as the other grains. We just got a few things left in here. And then we got a bunch of this flax. A little bit of rye. Most everything has been harvested. Oh, I might not have shown it. I did expand this out more at some point. If I had other set. I don't think I showed that on camera. So we should be in good shape for next season. We got a bunch of seeds. Assuming I survive the winter. Should be in good shape. I went ahead and put up this extra wall. Wasn't sure how deep the snow was going to get. Didn't want my chicken escaping. Let's go ahead and make that extra tall. Another thing I found when I was out exploring is some more high fertility soil. So next spring, I might be moving this over to the main growing area. This was kind of an experiment over here. Get as much of the high fertility over there as we can. Chicken is doing all right. Let's go ahead and grab eggs. Don't know if the eggs will go bad if they sit in the nest. Man, it is just terrible weather out today. Where are the eggs? What can I make with these eggs? Let's take the eggs and see. Maybe we can cook up something. Well, I don't need to cook though. I've got too much food. We got another 12 days there. One of these is only fresh for 12 hours. Which one is that? The last one I pull off, naturally. There we go. It's nice that the tooltip shows you. So we'll go ahead and take that in the house. We're going to need to eat that up. a real shame. I wanted to go exploring today, but it's just not in the cards, unfortunately. Went and got a bunch of blue clay, so we're good there. Yeah, there's the Southern high fertility soil I found when I was out and about. So anyway, I guess this is going to be about it for this episode. It didn't turn out to be what I wanted. I wanted to go exploring, but there's a little bit of an update with where I'm at. We're kind of snug here for the winter. I think we've got enough food between the grain. Might just be living off porridge that I make throughout the winter. We shall see. Oh, I know what I wanted to do is I want to go caving. We could actually do that in the bad weather. So I might make another episode after this and we'll go explore some caves. Because when I was on that big 2-day journey, I went in several caves, and that's where I actually found the zinc ore. And speaking of caves, the other thing I found in the cave, get all wet, found some brown coal. There's still a bunch of brown coal over there. I didn't want to blow my pick completely out getting it all, because it's almost as good as charcoal, but not quite. So it's good enough for copper. 1100 degrees. So yeah, anywho, nasty weather. How wet did I get running out there? Yeah, I'm slightly wet. I'm going to hang out in here and dry off, and then hopefully the weather will turn. We can do some exploring. If not, we'll go do some spelunking. I've got some caves pretty close here to the base that I haven't really explored the depths of. Probably nothing down there, but it doesn't hurt to go look. So, yeah. Stuck in my little snug, warm house. Thanks for watching, folks. I'll catch you in the next adventure. Take care.